What's up, guys? Mr. Octagonal here from Octagonal Gaming. Now we're back with the rebuilds. We've done the Jets, we've done the Browns. If you guys want to see like a decent team like the Eagles or the Titans or the Ravens, I might throw those in as well, because we don't want to have just like awful teams, because this is another awful team. So just tell me in the comments what we should do. If you guys do want me to do an awful team like the Rams or the Niners or something, let me know. So we got the Bears today. I've gotten a few Bears requests. So the quarterback, obviously, for hopefully the duration of the video, will be Mitchell Trubisky. Don't worry about the coach's name. Jordan Howard, excellent young running back, second in the league in yards last year. His offensive line is not even that good. I mean, Cody Whitehair is pretty decent. Receivers, just Meredith, what did he do last year? That made him so spectacular. I don't think that gets you 84 quick development. That's a bit strange. I mean, then again, he did it with Jay Cutler as his quarterback, so he should probably get like a 99. I'm probably going to keep him. Victor Cruz, I like Victor Cruz, but he's going to be traded. Wheaton's probably going to go. Kendall Wright's probably going to go. Kevin White, I want to give him a shot. The offensive line is not awful. I like Cody Whitehair. Josh Sitton, I might hold on to. He's kind of old. Kyle Long's pretty good. The tackles are there. Zach Miller's kind of old. We do have Shaheen, the rookie, so I want to play him. Defensively, our defensive line, minus Eddie Goldman. Nah. Keem Hicks. How old is Keem Hicks? He's 27. Yeah, I'll probably trade him. But linebackers, I'm going to hold on to Leonard Floyd. Freeman's kind of old. Trevathan is 27. I might want to hold on to Trevathan. And McPhee. I think I want to hold on to McPhee. Lamar Houston's an 82. Probably going to trade him. Secondary, I want to keep Amos. Demps, nah. The corners, I like Kyle Fuller a lot, but he's probably going to go. Amuka Mar is probably going to go. So let's blow. It's impossible to get Solomon Thomas or Reuben Foster from the 49ers. So I'm just going to give our draft pick instead. Their next best thing, well, maybe DeForest Buckner, but we're going to trade Jarrell Freeman and Bryce Callahan for the first-round pick this year. All know how the Bills are trying to tank, how they traded Sammy Watkins and Ronald Darby for draft picks and Jordan Matthews and E.J. Gaines, I guess. But, yeah, we're going to steal both of their first-round picks, as well as a future fifth, for Quentin Demps, Kyle Fuller, and Lamar Houston. I would say we kind of finesse. I'm telling you, the Colts are very gullible. Now, this isn't as, like, finessing as, like, the Browns video where we traded, like, Carl Nassib in, like, some bad corner or something. But, I still think this is a very good trade for us. I wanted to get some sort of rookie. I could not get Solomon Thomas or Reuben Foster. I was at the Colts. I could not get Malik Hooker or Quincy Wilson. So I'm trading Zach Miller, Benny Cunningham, and a fourth to the Falcons for Takk McKinley. We really have no future to end. We just traded Hicks away, and our other end is Jay Howard, and I like Jay Howard in real life, but I don't think he is a long-term spot on this team. But I bet Takk have another good young player to get. I know he has quick development, and he's going to be our other end with Takk. We traded Mark Sanchez, our fullback Stevenson, and Prince Amukamara to the Eagles for Derek Barnett. He's a little bit higher rated than Takk and does have quick development, and tackling is normal, but Tack's obviously going to start with Barnett. I was just saying how he could not get Quincy Wilson. Apparently, we only needed to trade Jay Howard and Kelvin Shepard. Hey, we got Quincy Wilson on the team. I don't really want all the receivers. We do still need to trade Victor Cruz, even though I love my salsa. We're trading Kendall Wright, Marcus Wheaton, and a future six to the Eagles for Brandon Brooks. We're probably going to move him or, like, Cody Whitehair, someone else. He was millimeters away for a fourth this year and then a third next year. But I got to trade a second next year, but it's worth it because we're trading that. Will Young and Deion Sims to the Giants for Landon Collins, excellent safety. Some people said he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. I think Max should have won, which he did. So, but Landon Collins is definitely a top 10 defensive player in the NFL, and he's very, very underrated. The Jets are kind of stupid. We're trading Victor Cruz, Marcus Cooper, and Mike Glennon to the Jets for their first this year, their second next year, or this year, and their fifth next year. They are really, really stupid. A rookie like Mitchell Trubisky would love a young 6'4" red zone beast receiver. And we're going to give him it. We're going to trade a future third. Michael Burton, who's a fullback, we signed in free agency. We also signed two other fullbacks. I'm probably just going to trade. And Josh Bellamy to my Detroit Lions for my man, Kenny Golladay. I really love this kid. He's going to be really good. We're trading Jerome Felton, Jones Corey, and a fourth to the Panthers for Trey Turner. I believe we now have 5 good offensive linemen. We need to trade that other fullback who we signed. I guess we can keep him, maybe. I also want to trade Connor Barth because we have the greatest kicker of all time, and Roberto Aguayo, who is actually really good in the Brown series, kicked the 70-yard field goal, if you didn't know, Just like in real life. I bet he can kick a 70-yarder. This is just his trade bait, but we're trading the other fullback, Sam Acho, in a fifth to the Vikings for Teddy Bridgewater. We're still going to start Mitchell Trubisky. We're going to trade Teddy, but there's going to be a team that really wants a quarterback that'll gladly take Teddy, and we can get something way better than Johnson Acho in a fifth. Yeah, I think we got a good price for what we paid. Will Johnson, Sam Acho, and some draft picks for Brandon Marshall, the linebacker. Our linebackers are actually pretty good. Trevathan, Nick, whatever his name is, he's really good in Madden, Leonard Floyd, and now Brandon Marshall. Final trade, we're going to be trading Danny Trevathan, Pernell McPhee, and Charles Leno to the Bengals for a 5th-round pick and A.J. Green. So Mitchell Trubisky is going to have a good buddy to throw. Look at our team. Trubisky and Howard are still there. The receivers are very different. A.J. Green, Will Meredith still here, and Kenny Galladay. Here's the offensive line. I always like having a good offensive line early. The tight ends, Shaheen. The defense is definitely worse. The defensive line, we have Barnett, McKinley, and Eddie Golden, who are all good young players. The linebacking core is good. We have Leonard Floyd, Nick Kwiatkowski, who is really good at Madden, gets a gazillion tackles, wins Defensive Player of the Year sometimes, and Brandon Marshall. The safeties are Amos and Collins, which is really good, but the corners, bleh. Quincy Wilson, Webb, LeBlanc. Yeah, the corners are just, yeah. At the end of the season, we went 6-10, which is a little better than I would have liked, but we have a bunch of other draft picks, so I'm not concerned. Let's look at stats. Mitchell Trubisky threw for 3,757 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions. I'll show you his XP and development if it was changed in a minute. Obviously, if you won Rookie of the Year, it may be changed. Jordan Howard, 1,250 yards and 12 touchdowns. Pretty good season from him. Receiving A.J. Green with about 1,000 yards. Kenny Galladay led the way in the yards. That's Kenny Galladay and Cameron Meredith, who we gave him a new contract. He wasn't great. Adam Shaheen was pretty good. Blocking, I saw 44 sacks, which I'm a bit nervous. 23 from Josh Sitton. So I think I might want to have our best offensive lineman at left tackle, which I believe is Brandon Brooks. Or probably our best pass block, which I think is probably Brandon Brooks. On the defense, I told you, this guy gets a gazillion tackles every year. Jonathan Anderson. We lost Trevathan, I forgot. Sacks, we have 8 for Barnett and 8 for McKinley. Interceptions, I saw 5 for Landon Collins, 4 for Marshall. Landon Collins had a lot of XP. It looks like he had a great year. We don't really need to look at fumble forces. So, yearly awards. Rodgers won MVP. NFC. Jordan Hicks. Do we have Nick? Sadly, no. Offensive Rookie of the Year, our very own Mitchell Trubisky. And he got quick development. I forgot to turn the XP sliders up. He does have like 23,000. He would have more like 35,000. But I just moved him up now. But it's fine. I'll gladly take it. Kenny Galladay finished in 4th. Shaheen in 9th. Defensive Rookie of the Year would have been Jared Davis. Quincy Wilson in 3rd. Didn't even see his stats. Barnett in 4th. And Tack in 10th. Barnett and Tack's stats were very similar. I don't know why they're that far apart. Let's look at the XP. Trubisky has around 24,000. And Landon Collins has similar, 21. A.J. Green with about 10. Adam Shaheen with about 10. Jordan Howard with about 8. Look at the defense. Would like more, for sure, other than Landon Collins, because Landon Collins got a lot. But other than that, not I was very tempted to up Mitchell Trubisky's development to superstar, and I'd have about 4,000 XP left. I decided not to, though, because I saw something that said you should not change for development because it might, change, randomly. Like, if you win Rookie of the Year, for example. But here's your new team. Trubisky's an 81. Meredith's an 85. Shaheen's an 85. That's the only real differences on the offense. On the defense, Collins is now a 95. Barnett's an 80. Nick's an 80. So not too much change. After day 1 of free agency, we give the 2 guys that we wanted, which is Marquise Lee and Jimmy Garoppolo. We're definitely going to trade Jimmy, because he's going to have trade value. That's why I got him. And Marquise Lee, maybe we'll trade him. Maybe we won't. We'll see. Deciding between 2 outside linebackers, but I'm going to go Fisher Ramsey with the 1st overall pick. We have picks 1, 3, 5, 11, 12, and 21. In the 1st round, 82 superstar. I think I made the right choice. With the 3rd pick, we're going Desmond Kelly, a safety from Texas, which likely means bye-bye Adrian Amos. This dude looks like a stud. 80 normal. I'll check ages. Amos is around the same, 80 normal. I'll probably go with this guy because he's a rookie. Amos isn't a rookie. With the 5th pick, we are taking Thurman Northrup. He's like my perfect corner. He's fast, man-to-man. 6'2". He's like my perfect cornerback. 80 superstar. Yeah, corner's a big need. We may draft another one, but I'm telling you, this is like my perfect corner. Maybe to get that catching a little up, but that shouldn't be too hard. We have the 11th and 12th picks. With the 11th pick, we're going to be taking Clem McKay, a defensive tackle. We have Eddie Goldman, but don't really have another defensive tackle. 77 normal. Okay, we also have the 12th pick, and I know who I want. Looks like a really good linebacker. Nick didn't really get all the XP I want. I believe he's like an 80, 81, which isn't bad. We're going to be taking Morris Stuckey. Excellent combine. This dude's going to be 79 superstar. 79 normal. A little disappointed, but I'm probably going to have him over another corner. Quincy Wilson's only a 75, and all we have is the guy we drafted earlier. So we're going to take Le'Veon Payton. I know he's a late second rounder, but he's the only corner I like at this point. 79 normal. I will gladly. We have 2 second-round picks, and with our first second-round pick, we're going to be taking Brian Neblett, speed receiver, 4.41. I mean, that's not like speedy. That's still really good. Excellent stats. 76 normal. Probably not going to get much time. Probably going to be the 4th, maybe 3rd guy if we trade Marquise Lee. And I think I want to go with an offensive lineman here. I have 2 on my draft board. Or Chavez. Oh, no, I don't. This quarterback looks really good, but I'm not. Let's go Chavez. And he is 79 normal, so he's going to be our number 2 corner, or tight end, not corner, behind Shaheen. That's pretty much our draft. We don't need Nick Kwiatkowski. So I wanted to get a really good corner, and Nick, in the first-round pick, got me Chris Harris, who is probably top 5 cornerback in the league. That's the only trade I want to make. I like this team, honestly. Let's look at the roster. We have 5 good receivers. That's fine, I guess. Mitchell Trubisky has plenty of targets. Good tight end depth, good receiving depth. Jordan Howard. Jeremy Langford is a pretty good receiving back. The offensive line is not different, which I may regret. Here's the defense. Chris Harris. Much better corners. I'm going to start the rookies, Stuckey and Kelly. I'm not saying championship, but I would like to see play. We go 8-8, which apparently is enough to make the playoffs. So here's the XP. Trubisky of about 13,000. Nothing too exciting on the offense. Look at the defense. Northrop with 52,000, and it just said that some other dude won Rookie of the Year, which makes no sense. Stuckey won Rookie of the Year. I was like, who's Stuckey? But he's the guy we have. We don't really have time to look at stats. So let's look at the upgrade. Here's a look at the new offense. Trubisky's an 84. Shaheen's an 85. Jordan Howard's now a 90. Let's look at the defense. Northrop is an 88. I don't know how he got all the XP. He didn't win Rookie of the Year. He did win Best Defensive Back. That went to the GOAT Keanu. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. He's definitely my type of corner. The middle linebacker Stuckey's an 86 now with 99 tackling. And quick development. Leonard Floyd's an 85. That's pretty much it. For the defense, you can get a glance. I think we should beat the Packers. I know Aaron Rodgers just won MVP again. I checked. I wanted to see if Northrop won Best Defensive Back. That's how I know. And we lost. Great. I don't want to make any changes. Let's go to this last season. Into free agency, we signed Vic Beasley Jr. like a 91. I might trade Brandon Marshall for like an offensive lineman because we're not going to get sitting back. When I was changing up the depth chart for the offensive line, I realized we had Jimmy Garoppolo. I figured out a position we could use, which is defensive end. And now I have Joey Bosa. So here's a look at the offense. I don't think I mentioned it, but I did trade some draft picks for Zach Martin. Here's a look at the defense as well. Hopefully we can win a championship this year. 7-9, huh? Yeah, Stuckey just won Defensive Player of the Year, by the way. 7-9. 7-9. So let's just upgrade Stuckey for the heck of it, because he just won Defensive Player of the Year. Give it awareness up, give it play rec up, pursuit up. No, not hit power. Get the awareness and play rec just like maxed out. 96. He's a 96 overall. So if you guys want me to do another sim with this rebuild or any of the other rebuilds, because we still have not won a championship on any of them, tell me in the comments below. Also tell me you want me to rebuild, and I need to make this much easier for myself. So I gotta figure out a way how to do that. Probably like with the, maybe I should up the XP sliders. That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.